Hi everybody. Today I took the Prius Prime XC SE for a test drive, and I have a few. Oh my God, it's a little loud here. And I have a few, thoughts about it. I like how it looks a lot. It's a very nice looking car. There's a few things that honestly are deal breakers for me. One is the cabin noise. The cabin noise is actually pretty excessive. You can hear a hum as you go down on the road. Otherwise, it has enough power. It's a very zippy car. And another thing that I noticed is that the lane keep assist is not it won't go it won't assist you in a very curvy road, so it will you would have to help it. And the other thing that I didn't like was the rake on the front windshield is pretty excessive. And also, let me show you one more thing here. Okay, entering the car is a little hard for a big guy. I'm a 6'1". And let me show you how I see the instrument gauge right here. So this is what I see. I can see the speed. I can see this part, but anything below, you got to kind of go up. You got to go like that to see it. And you may think that, hey, not a big problem, but I think it is, because there's a lot of information there, like the link, the adaptive cruise control. You have to set the speed, right? So it shows you what the speed is, like right underneath there. And if you can't see it, you would have to go like this just to verify, because the set speed is what you want it to go up to. Other than that, the side panel here is very close to you. It's a little cramped car. Would you agree with me? That it kind of feels a little claustrophobic?
A little, yeah. The top is very
the
low.
top is very low too.
Let's
It's
see.
yeah. Another thing that everybody must mention is that as this XSE Prime is almost $40,000. In fact, let's take a look at the sticker. Yeah, it's basically $40,000. It's well equipped. Let's see what they added here. Fixed glass roof. Which is this. What else is there? A special color. Don't you love it how they now started charging for color? Another thing that is a little different with this car is the way that the back door opens. So there's a button here. You go like this. I don't know. I saw a video about somebody complaining that Uber passengers would not know how to use this, but this is pretty easy. That was a bullshit complaint. It has a mechanical button here if the electronics doesn't work. I'm not sure why they did that. And in fact, they could have just made this a mechanical handle. But besides the very short delay between pressing the button and the door releasing, I think it's fine. Other than that, the complaints that I've just mentioned, the visibility actually from the back window is actually pretty okay from the rear view mirror. The backup camera is excellent. The car looks phenomenal, I think. It almost looks like dare I say, it almost looks in the back, not the back lights here, but just the way it flares from the side, almost looks a little like a Tesla Model S. I know I'm gonna get comments on this, but it is nice. It's very nice looking car. Would I buy this? Probably not, just because of those ergonomics issues and the very loud sound of just the road noise while driving. They could have done a better job with that. And that 40 miles range on EV only. This car from the dealership was empty, so I couldn't test it. But as you can see, you got a gas, I believe, here, and I believe on this side you got the electric charge. Which, by the way, in about 2 years, 2024, 2025, they're going to switch this to the NAC charge port, which is the Tesla charge port. So just be aware of that. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't have much more to say about it. You really do need to test drive it if you want to get the feel of the car. But just notice those minuses. The ingress to the car is actually it's actually very tough. It's tough. The ingress is not easy, because as you can see, my seat as a 6'1", it's a little back, so you gotta come like from here, and really it's really tight. It really is tight. It's almost like going into a supercar or whatever. All right, the 10-inch screen, I will say, is very, very nice, right? This screen is very nice, yes. Right? And yeah, armrest it could have been a little more padded. When you put your elbow on it, you can feel the hardness on it. On this side, there's semi-hard surfaces. It's not hard surface. This one is nicely padded, but again, because the seat goes back so much, I don't have any more, like, I would have to like have it my hand forward to have it lean. The steering wheel, in my opinion, doesn't go high enough for my preference. And yeah, not much more to say. And by the way, just so you know, with a Prius, if you put it in drive, right, if you turn off the car, it will automatically put it in parking. Okay, you don't have to actually press the P here to put it in parking if you're just going to turn off the car. What else? That's it. Yeah, that's the visibility from the rear window. I think it's fine, actually. The side mirrors, good visibility. This A-pillar is quite the blind spot here. It's pretty massive, especially in that area. So yeah, let me show you how the rear camera looks like. It could have been better, better resolution, right? It's not a high resolution camera, but on the other hand, you just need to know if something's behind. You don't need to see their I don't know, if they have wrinkles on their face. So I wouldn't say you need the best camera for a backup camera. Let's see if it has wow, surprisingly enough, it doesn't have trajectory for the lanes. The lanes don't move, for the trajectory. Well, that's really surprising. Huh. $40,000 car. And one more thing that I would mention is that the automatic backup and forward braking is a dealer installed option for $34. Why is it even an option? why would a feature that could save somebody's life or possibly save somebody from injury not be installed, and it's only $34? I wanted to get to give you the feel of how much noise is in the cabin. And actually, I feel like I have to overtalk be a little louder to overcome the noise of the car. Yeah, that's a lot of noise. There's a little, you can feel the back noise because it's not closed. But I've had Priuses before, and I think this is perhaps the loudest. Yeah, wind noise is okay. It's just this road noise that's coming from the bottom and the back. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
It's not the engine. And the engine, by the way, the performance of this car is really good. I like how it drives. I think it drives nicely, but whoa, very loud. And no reviews actually mentioned. I mean, they mentioned that, but they're not making it a big deal. And I think it's a big deal. If you go on a 3-hour drive and it's droning like that the entire 3 hours, that would get you, I would think, a little bit drowsy, right?
Yes.
I have an agreement here. But this thing picks up and goes. I mean, honestly, it feels a little bit Tesla-ish, would you say? Would you agree with that?
No.
No. She doesn't agree with that, but I think the pickup is very nice. Now, this is the Prime, so a 0 to 60 is at about 6.8 seconds. The Prius non-Prime, but not all-wheel drive, will get you from 0 to 60 in about 7.2 seconds, and the all-wheel drive will get you in about 7. So the Prime is the fastest one. Obviously, it has the bigger motors, more powerful motors, and it has the bigger battery to give it the power when needed. Now, also this car has the 2-liter engine. The previous generation had the 1.8 liter, and it's a much more capable engine. I will say that. Now, if you look under the hood, you will see quite the mess. Hoses everywhere. It looks like a complicated car to service if something goes wrong. Let's just say that.
It's hot. Can you lower it?
You want to lower the
Yes, much more. Like
By the way, it
65.
has I think it has dual zones. This should have dual zones. So how do you get it on your side?
I'm not sure about those.
This doesn't have dual zones. It doesn't have dual zones. That's crazy. It does have heated but not ventilated seats, which is surprising. Now, I just looked down here, and there is a driver attentiveness system. I believe it's right here that checks to see if I'm looking at the road, and it works pretty fine. Now, the sound system, I wasn't impressed. It was okay, and I believe this is the upgraded one. No, it's not. This one has the 6 speakers. It's the XSE, and I think you got to go to the Touring to get the better speakers. And yeah, I wasn't impressed with the speakers. But perhaps the reason I wasn't impressed with the speakers is because the road noise was kind of in the background and ruining the music experience. Other than that, the car tracks pretty nice on the road. The lane keep assist will work regardless if you have the cruise control going. So it will keep you in your lane unless you put the blinker on, and then it will allow you to change lanes. But I did notice that if the curve curves too much, that it will disengage, or at least it won't be able to do it. It won't be able to do a turn that's very curved. Yeah, and it kind of wanders around. Not a good lane keep assist. Yeah, it wanders around, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, would I recommend this car? I don't know. Honestly, you got to test drive it. Maybe if it was 30K, I would say go for it. But at 40K, you're getting into the more expensive cars, better, premium car territory. Honestly, it's a Model Y price after
Rebates.
federal rebates, almost. Yeah, and and you would get the obviously there's a different segment. This is the one where you don't have to worry about charging. This thing has about 600 miles range with a full tank, plus the 40 miles with the 40 miles of EV range. So it's not the same segment, but people have been doing the switch over. So now this thing also has the old function where you can let go of the brake, and until you press the gas, it won't go. But you have to enable it, and enablement is right here, the hold. Hey, one more thing I wanted to mention is this side. You see my leg here? Yeah, there's some serious pressure coming from here, and this is soft, not too padded, but this one is hard. And as you put your leg like that, look at that. I didn't even notice that, and now that I looked, I realized that my leg hurts. One more thing that I wanted to mention is the braking on this. Obviously, this is a hybrid, so it uses regenerative braking plus mechanical braking to come to a complete stop. I've noticed that it's very hard to get to a smooth stop. It's almost impossible. In fact, I don't think I've had a smooth stop with this car. Let me try to stop now, and maybe you can get the feel. I'm gonna really try to get to a smooth stop. But you get that jolt every single time. If you test drive this car, be a little more conscientious. Don't, you go to a test drive, you're very excited, and you don't notice these little things. But trust me, you come to a stop, you don't want this jolt every single time you come to a stop. It gets annoying. Honestly, do not buy a car sight unseen just because of review, okay? There's a lot of reviews on YouTube that praise this car like it's the next best thing. It's a nice car, but is it worth 40K? I don't think so. I think this car should be priced at the 30K mark. And because there's other options. If there wasn't other options at 40K, at 40K you're getting into the Tesla Model Y long range pricing. After the federal rebates, it gets very close to 40K. Some states there's double the rebates, and it gets cheaper than this car by a lot. So Toyota needs to know what they're up against. But if you are impressed by videos of some YouTubers, and they don't talk about the problems, they don't talk about this thing is kind of digging into my leg there, and they don't talk about the noise, or if they talk about the noise, they don't emphasize that that's a big deal. You go for a 3-hour ride, you want to be relaxed after that drive. Now, as far as the seats, I think they're comfortable. Would you say they're comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty comfortable. This car, though, is the leather trim, and it has the electric, adjustments. So your mile may vary depending on which trim you decide to go, if you decide to get one. But like I said, test drive the car that you're planning on buying, or at least interested in. Don't make the mistake of ordering one because you can't find stock. It's amazing how they made it a norm to not be able to test drive cars and just rely on YouTubers' reviews. I've seen so many people buy cars sight unseen. I don't know how you can even do that, because you can get a new car and it could have problems. It could have misaligned doors. It could have some trim issues. It could have mechanical issues. You want to test drive the car you're buying before you put your money, right? You're paying $40,000. You don't want to get a lemon, or you don't want to get a car that has problems. So I feel Tesla has this problem as well. That's a big problem, I think, unless there's a showroom that you can pick the car you want. But yeah, ordering online and just getting a car, what if it has issues? That's a problem. All right, so I got a good feel of this car, and if you have any questions or comments, put it in the comment box below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, and if you like my video, you can choose to subscribe, get notifications, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.